right now we have the privilege of honor of being joined by Ranjani Saigal. She's joining us all the way from Boston, Massachusetts via Skype, and she is a part of Ekal Vidyalaya, one of our proud media partners, an association that truly believes in giving education to every child of India. So bringing to you through Skype, we have with us Ranjani ji. Let's talk to her about what Ekal is doing and how everything is going. Welcome to the show, Ranjani ji.
Thank you so much. What an honor to be here.
Ranjani ji, I wish I had you at a better time period, but currently we're going through this coronavirus pandemic and so many things have changed, and we're just trying to figure out the impact and the gravity of the situation and perhaps how all of us can help as an Indian American community. So my first question to you is, Ekal Vidyalaya, with how massive its programs are, with the millions of children being helped, what is going on with all those programs right now, and what are your biggest concerns of the hour?
Sure. So one of the things that is interesting about Ekal is that we run our schools in remote rural areas.
Right.
So the one good thing about that is that they don't have that much interaction to, outsiders. Hence, what I'm hearing is that there has been no impact of corona as such in these villages. However, we do have volunteers that go back and forth between the city and the villages. And hence, what we have done is followed the advice of the Prime Minister, and actually we have closed the schools for 3 weeks now in the villages. So they are not running at this time. And we are really very, very clear to all our clearly given instructions to our teachers to be very safe and follow all the rules that have been set forth by our, by the national public health initiatives. The good thing about Ekal is that we actually can reach these villages and ask them to be safe. So we are really hoping that by doing that, at least we are doing some information giving, and hence, hopefully, there should be no issue in the villages. We will see, God willing.
You're saying currently the centers that give education to children, the schools that we're talking about of Ekal, Ekal on Wheels and all those programs, are they currently shut?
Yes. Absolutely. For 2 weeks, we are completely turning it off so that there is no issue. So currently, these villages are not exposed to any of these virus, we think. And
Correct.
we don't want our city level volunteers who go into these villages, because we do have some of that interaction. And we just want to avoid any risk. And of course, following the dictum of our Honorable Prime Minister, we are doing that as well.
Yeah, so as you just suggested, PM Narendra Modi has basically called for all of India to just keep themselves very healthy and keep them inside. We're talking about how the cases are less because this quarantine or self-quarantine started in India a long time ago before it started here. So in terms of when we're looking at Ekal, and the fact that the centers have to be shut right now due to the emergency, due to the health crisis, what is going on in terms of empowerment and development of these children? We keep on hearing schools are shut, everything is shut. You're talking about the most underserved communities here. What is the thought process right now to, sort of get them back on track eventually?
Sure. So, couple of things I would say. One of the things is that right now, actually, about 2 years ago, we started actually giving tablets into the villages. So many of our schools now do have tablets. So the kids, even though we don't have formal schooling going on, one thing is, of course, these are villages, so people do, social distancing doesn't quite work in the same way that we are talking about in the cities. Schools are not very big. Our schools are very small. It is 20 to 30 kids. And so, but when the teachers are not running these schools, they have these tablets that they're playing with, which is a great boon coming, at this point of time. Unfortunately, we have that as a pilot program, and we have it only in 1,000 villages.
Yes.
So there are quite a few villages which don't have it. And so, we were starting actually this year to really push to get tablets into the villages, so that just like in America, where people are learning through, e-learning, we can do similar things. We have the idea, the process is in place. So God willing, if we can get the funds to get those tablets into those villages, futuristically, I hope we never are in this situation, but if we are, we should be in a better place, I think. But wherever there are, these computers, the kids are playing with it, and the teachers are also giving them information about the big development is what is, the information on corona, and, the idea of that itself is education that's going on right now.